Advocates are warning of a major mental health crisis in Texas. They're saying there is a lack of access to treatment and not enough beds at state hospitals.
And now consumer justice investigator Kristen Severance has found thousands of qualified people who want to help but can't. Kristen?
Guys, these people have finished school, got their masters, and completed thousands of hours of training to become mental health counselors. But instead of working, they're waiting and paying to be an intern.
Another mass shooting at yet another American school.
Parkland.
19-year-old Nicholas Cruz was arrested.
Sutherland Springs.
More than 20 dead, including children.
With every mass shooting, the talk turns to mental illness.
This is a mental health problem.
This is a person who had mental challenges at the time this happened.
But thousands in Texas aren't talking, they're doing, or at least trying to.
The official title is licensed professional counselor. And I just wanted to help people.
Mom of three Amanda got her undergrad, her master's, completed her 3,000 supervised hours as an intern, and applied to be a licensed professional counselor.
We submitted to the state and then we just wait.
That was in January. We uncovered the state is so backlogged, applicants are waiting between 3 to 6 months to hear back, or longer. It took Nikita Ledbetter 7 months to get her license.
I have a job like literally waiting on me, but I'm waiting on you guys, and they're just like, sorry, you know, everybody's waiting.
And while they wait, interns have to continue to pay a supervisor to oversee them for 4 hours a month.
In the DFW area, it can range from $80 an hour up to $250 an hour.
Supervisor Aisha Holman charges $50 an hour.
Supervision, there is a fee because of that liability. So if they do something wrong or get sued, the person is really coming after me and my license.
She said her interns are waiting up to 8 months.
Half the time, you can't find a job without that licensure.
So what's the holdup? Consumer Justice found the state has one person processing thousands of applications.
So many people who want to work in the mental health business that y'all can't find anybody, 10 people to go through all of these applications so that you can get them out.
That's ridiculous. They should have at least 6 people, not one.
In a report released last month, a commission that reviews state agencies said the state was, quote, failing to regulate the profession and putting Texans at risk. The Professional Counselor Board takes 107 days to process a license and has nearly 700 backlog complaints.
It's a really messed up system. It's not working for anybody, really.
It appears the state's own data is messed up, too. We requested all license applications submitted since January of 2015. We received 10,000 applications. It showed 2,500 people were granted a license on the same day they applied, something even the state said is impossible.
Even the records are flawed. It's scary.
A representative with Health and Human Services told Consumer Justice they are making changes, adding 2 more people to process applications.
I don't think it's humanly possible. How many can you do in an 8-hour workday with a 30-minute lunch? Not just 2 people, not just 3. Like, it needs to be taken a little bit more seriously.
All right, Doug, we wanted to see how long mental health counselors in other states had to wait to get their license, right? So 40 states responded, 26 took more than 4 weeks or less, so less than a month.
So it begs the question, anybody wants to see some kind of change with this, what can anybody do about it, just as a citizen?
People are so frustrated about this. The Sunset Commission is set to make a decision about this, about how the board is run, May 23rd and 24th. You can weigh in before they vote. I put a link on our website. Just go to the links and numbers section.
And you just answered my question. Where can we find this, right? That's exactly where it'll be. Kristen, thank you very much. Always in the know, and you always get smarter when you watch Kristen Severance. Call or email her if you need some consumer justice. That number, real simple, 817-586-7211, or you can email her anytime, consumerjustice@ktvt.com.